Are you serious? Are you serious? I don't know what's going on, but this is feeling like a very strange day, very demonic, and I don't know why. But, well, I know the devil's loose, I can tell you that. But we've had a horrible scene down in Texas last night. A man went in and killed 8 people who were watching a football game last night. Here's the reports taking place down in Plano, Texas, just outside of Dallas. 9 people are dead, including the gunman, after he showed up to a Cowboys watch party, it's called, in Plano, Texas, heavily armed. And the tributes are to the victims. They were all in their 20s and 30s. They're popping up on social media as news of the killings continue to spread. But Plano Police Chief Greg Russian called the crime the worst mass shooting in the city's history. We've never had a shooting of this magnitude, never had anything like this. We've never had this many victims, he said, at a shooting. The Plano Police Department initially contacted Sunday night, of course, when the Dallas Cowboys were playing their football game on Sunday Night Football. Around 8:30 p.m. Sunday evening, about shots were fired at the 1700 block of West Spring Creek Parkway. When the first officer arrived at the scene, he also heard gunshots. He saw bodies down in the backyard and saw an active shooter inside the home. The officer shot and killed the armed man, later identified as Spencer Height. His estranged wife, Meredith Lane, age 27, was hosting the cookout for co-workers and friends. The couple stopped living together back in March. One of the other people there was Daryl Hawkins. He never showed up for work Monday. His absence alarmed friends who went to Spring Creek Parkway home, closed off by the crime scene tape for answers. Little by little, I started connecting the pieces, and unfortunately, it led me here. It led me here to find out that he's not with us anymore. According to the Facebook page, Hawkins was working as a sales consultant at Acura dealership in Plano, Texas, and that Zilly Romo, who had showed up at the place, said his personality brought people together. Anyway, it's a terrible scene. The man that did this went in and killed 8 people before he was shot and killed by police. This happened Sunday night during the Dallas Cowboy football game. A group of people getting together for a Sunday night barbecue and watched a football game, friends and family, had no idea that a man was going to show up and murder them all. Are you serious? I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. See, there's a demon loose. There's demons loose. I can just tell you this. Look, my brand new DVD that's coming out called Zombie Apocalypse, part of the reason why I had to write the book, my first book, Zombie Apocalypse, was because of so many people are demon possessed, and that the characteristics of those demonic spirits are manifesting. Well, folks, they are intensifying, but that's part of the Black Awakening. That's what Russ Dizdar said would happen in the last days as the spirit of the Antichrist begins to rise, as the beast, the 7-headed monster, begins to rise. These demon spirits, these companion spirits begin to also manifest. And they manifest with murderous, demonic, bloodthirsty wickedness. And it's getting worse and worse and worse. But this is the last days, folks. This is it's not just earthquakes and hurricanes and volcanic eruptions that are signs of the apocalypse. It's not just the solar flares, the asteroids, the meteorites, and the constellations in the heavens These are also the wickedness, demon spirits manifesting. You won't believe it. In my new DVD, Zombie Apocalypse 2, you're not going to believe this DVD. I sat down and interviewed L.A. Marzulli in it, and he starts to share where the original zombie apocalypse began to manifest in Hollywood and entertainment industry. And he ties it to the Nephilims. I can also tell you where originally the first zombie apocalyptic biblical occurrence took place in there. I'll share that with you right out of the Bible. But we're seeing more, and now voodooism, and I tie it back into voodooism and into Haiti, and this thing ends up getting deeper and uglier, way up the power chains of world power. So that's why when I say Zombie Apocalypse 2, you don't know the story. It's because you don't really know the story. And now we need to pray for this, all the different families affected in this horrific crime, this murderous mass murder down in Dallas, Texas, in Plano, Texas. I'll be back with more current world events and how they relate to biblical prophecy. A lot of strange things happening today. A lot of strange events. We're going to talk about all of these strange events, including different sightings in the heavens. Planet X? What? All of this in today's live broadcast starts at 12 noon Eastern. That's 12 noon Eastern at my website at www.paulbegleyprophecy.com. I'll be live on Blog Talk Radio, on Periscope, on new live stream, on Roku satellite television, at my website, and right here also on this YouTube channel.